अस्सलाम वालेकुम। अबरार रशीद आपकी खिदमत में हाज़िर है एक स्पेशल एपिसोड के साथ। आज हमारे साथ हमारी खुशकिस्मती हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं इलोना यूसुफ। बहुत से लोग इन्हें पहचानते होंगे, बहुत से लोग इन्हें जानते नहीं होंगे, लेकिन मैं इनका तारुफ करवाता हूँ। शी इज़ पोएट इन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, ऑथर हैं, एडिटर हैं, और जहाँ तक मेरी मालूमात हैं डिज़ाइनर हैं, और पता नहीं और क्या क्या हैं, वो तो हम इनसे पूछेंगे। इलाना, टेल अस अबाउट योरसेल्फ कि ये सब कुछ जो हुआ हादसा था, यू आर बॉर्न विद दिस टैलेंट, और किसी से इंस्पिरेशन ली? तो हमारे व्यूअर्स को आप अपने बारे में खुद आप बताइए, या बचपन से शौक़ था?
बचपन से शौक था, रीडिंग का बहुत शौक था। मैं छोटी सी थी, we lived in Wales.
थोड़ा सा अगर लाउड बोलिएगा।
Okay.
अच्छा।
So when I was very young, we lived in Wales, and my mother and both my parents encouraged reading, but I would read at all hours. Subah subah उठ के ना तो my mother had the ears of a lynx, and she would hear me moving around, and she would say, "Go back to bed." So मैं फटाफट एक किताब लेके कम्बल के नीचे रख के तो पढ़ लेती थी. And that's as soon, and I didn't learn to read until I was 5. In England, you went to school when you were 5, and that's when you learn how to read. But I learned, either it was a method of teaching or I enjoyed reading, so I learned very quickly. And I read, and I remember when I was in school.
And what would you read at that time, at that tender age?
Ladybird books.
Ladybird books. Okay.
That's what you had in those days. And any other stories, my mother would take me to Foyles. When we would go to London, we went very often.
आपके पास उस दौर की, उस बचपने की कलेक्शन है?
2-4 हैं सिर्फ, because my mother would keep saying, please take them. I never took them. And so, my own publications, no, but the books that I had as a child, I have very few with them.
Okay. अच्छा जी, इलोना जो हैं वो हाफ पाकिस्तानी एंड हाफ पोलिश, और obviously she lives in Pakistan. I will ask her whether she was born in Pakistan or Poland, and she was born in Poland and she moved to Pakistan, obviously by choice or perhaps by compulsion.
My mother's family were refugees from the Second World War. My mother and my grandmother, they belonged to, let's say, a landed family, and during the war it was just my grandmother. My grandfather had died very, very young. And my mother and my grandmother were taken by the Nazis because the Nazis would take over big houses when they were colonizing Poland. So eventually, after the war, my grandmother remarried and they settled in England. And that's where my parents met. My father went to study there. My mother was already studying in university in London. That's where my parents met.
Okay. और पाकिस्तान में आपने जब से शायरी शुरू की है, इज़ देयर एनी पाकिस्तानी इंग्लिश पोएट दैट यू आर इंस्पायर्ड बाय, और आप ये यूँ समझिए या किसी को आपने फॉलो किया जेंडर वाइज? अब मैं नहीं कह सकता कि मेल और फीमेल, बिकॉज व्हेन वी वर यंग वी वर टॉट दैट पोएट का जो फेमिनिन जेंडर होता है वो पोएटेस होती है, लेकिन आजकल
जी,
तो
आजकल वो पोएट है, वो मैं भी पोएट ही कहती हूँ. But I think, like I mentioned, 70s was a very, very vibrant, active time for any kind of writing, and writing in English also. There were radio programs of readings by poets writing in English. I think
television programs as well, I think.
I'm not sure about television, but definitely radio, because जहाँ तक मुझे याद है आलमगीर हाशमी जो है ना, उन्होंने मेरे से जिक्र किया था. I think he was part of that. It was a very, very vibrant time. And then because of the British Council, the American Center, Punjab University के भी poetry competitions होते थे. So there was a lot of interaction. जैसे मैंने कहा, ये उस ज़माने में तौफीक रफ़त भी थे. I did not mentor under him. My publisher of the Alif Review, she studied under him. He was one of her mentors. So he was very instrumental in the poetry scene.
और आपकी जो पोइट्री है उसमें कोई स्पेशल, जैसे हमारे उर्दू शायरों में रोमानवियत पाई जाती है, रोमांटिसिज्म है, सम आर वेरी रिवोल्यूशनरी, कुछ सूफियाना कलाम, डिफरेंट, मुझे नहीं पता अब इसको हम सिंफ कहते हैं उर्दू में, इंग्लिश में उसको क्या कहते होंगे, स्टाइल।
Philosophical or my own poetry, I don't know. I've had different chapters. I think I started with nature because that always inspired me, and I still write nature poems. But along the way, there have been many different chapters in my life. So whatever, like one of the poems I read was literally, well, it was set in the times when there was a lot of unrest and a lot of bomb blasts in the early 2000s. And so I was writing poems like that at that time. So there are many different, I think there are different levels in your life. Yes, maybe you come back to what you started with, let's say in my case nature. लेकिन ये कि फ़र्क themes हो जाते हैं.
अच्छा, पोइट्स में कुछ पोइट्स को, जैसे कि इकबाल को, दीगर बहुत से पोइट्स हैं, दे यूज़ टू हैव, जिसे हम कहते हैं इल्हामी शायरी, जो उन पे उतरती है, स्पेशली एक रात का एक पहर होता है जिस वक्त एक सर्टन कैफियत उन पे तारी होती है, और उस वक्त वो, और कुछ ऐसे शायर हैं, मैंने ख़ुद उनकी अपनी ज़बानी सुना है कि एक एक गज़ल को मुकम्मल करने में उनको बरसों लग गए। इसका मतलब है कि वो, दैट इज़ देयर कॉन्शियस अटेम्प्ट, कि एफर्ट टू राइट समथिंग। तो आपके साथ कैसा होता है?
See, I don't write in poetic form. I write, I think music.
In a prose form?
नहीं, music का अपना एक music, poetry का अपना एक music होता है. And I had no formal training in writing, but music was very much a part of my life. My parents, particularly my mother, I learned to play the piano when I was young, and music was very, very important in my mother's life. Actually, both my parents. Arts council बहुत जाते थे 70s में, बहुत concerts हुआ करते थे, Eastern classical, फिर बाहर जाते थे तो Western classical, घर में records होते थे. So I think because poetry has music in it, that sense of timing, which my mother actually cultivated in me, that taught me how to not really compose a poem. For me, lines happen, and then after a while, then I understand which lines are going together. It starts with an inspiration, and then there is putting together certain things, because you realize that you are thinking of a certain theme, so those lines are coming to you. And then that may be over a period of time, not necessarily one day.
Do you go to isolation, hibernation in order to write poetry,
you
or you can write it anywhere?
No. There's no such thing as writing it anywhere. I think वो अक्सर ये होता था कि रात के बीच में, जैसे आप कहते हैं ना कि लाइन
आमद होती है,
मतलब दिमाग में आए तो, या तो जवानी में बंदा मेमोराइज कर सकता है, और इस उम्र में थोड़ा सा जो है ना वो you need your notebook next to the bed, तो वो आप लिख लेते हैं, या कभी कभी मैं मेमोराइज भी करती हूँ. And then as time goes by, whether it's days or whatever, then you realize when you put the lines together कि okay, in what form they should be, lines की length क्या है, emphasis कहाँ आनी है, ये सारा कुछ बात की बात है.
Do you think कि इस तरह की पोइट्री के लिए, जिस तरह आप हैं या आपकी कंटेम्प्रेरीज या जूनियर्स होंगे, मैं आई एम स्पेसिफिकली टॉकिंग अबाउट इंग्लिश पोइट्री, उसके लिए कोई आपकी सर्टन लेवल ऑफ एजुकेशन इज मस्ट, लाइक यू हैव टू बी मास्टर्स और एमफिल इन इंग्लिश लिटरेचर, और इट कुड बी एनीवन.
देखिए, पुराने ज़माने में कहाँ इतने लोगों की यूनिवर्सिटी एजुकेशन होती थी, कुछ पोइट्स की तो थी, लेकिन मेन चीज़ ये है कि आप पढ़ लें, जितना आप पढ़ लेते हैं ना, मतलब है you have to have an appetite for reading, because that reading the texts or the literature that came before, as well as what's being written now, gives you a wealth of experience and not just experience but literary form, because then you absorb it, it's in your mind, right? And then usse, you're not copying it, but it's like a little bank inside you, right? It's your bank of literature, it's what you draw on. It's a memory of something, and which helps you when you're writing, because you have exposed yourself to many kinds of writing, many forms of writing, many themes, how those themes are expressed in different places, and that's what I think improves your writing. उसके बगैर आप ऐसे अगर लिखना शुरू करें, वो तो I don't think that quite happens. Yes, it may happen. आप 2 लाइनें लिखेंगे या थोड़े से लिखेंगे, लेकिन without that
So in order to
wealth
have that
of
depth,
yes, it's about depth.
Okay.
Yeah.
अच्छा, मुझे आप ये बताइए, I know it would be quite hard for you to single out one poet, contemporary poet I am talking about that, कि आप जिसको समझती हैं, yes, he or she is the one. Just name a few of your favorite poets.
My very early, the people that I read very early on and really liked were, let's say, Gerard Manley Hopkins. These are all, well, English or American poets. So Gerard Manley Hopkins, Dylan Thomas, E. Cummings, Emily Dickinson, definitely. Then later on I read Fairs, then I read Heal by Waris Shah in translation. And then again music, Sufi music or ghazal, or इस तरह.
और पाकिस्तान में आपके कोई किसी से इंस्पायर हुई हो या अब उनकी पोइट्री को आप समझती हो कि यस इट्स एट दैट लेवल, इंटरनेशनल लेवल, यंग हो, ओल्ड हो, सीनियर हो?
Are you talking about English
English,
language
yes.
poetry? There are so many good writers that I can't take a name just offhand.
Okay.
But there are many good poets.
And the one is where we are sitting.
No. I mean, like, अब मैं जब देखती
नहीं,
ना जो बच्चे अब निकल रहे हैं या मेरे से थोड़े छोटे, बहुत अच्छी लिखाई है. Like, I'm impressed by the way they use language. I use very simple words. And they can use more, I don't know, everybody carries language in a very different way or uses language in a very different way. Mm-hmm. And I'm very impressed. I'm quite blown away by the way people express themselves. अब जिनका मैंने ये poem पढ़ा था, Kaila Pasha, बहुत गज़ब की है. But then again, like, there are so many other poets as well. अब जिस समय नाम अगर लेना शुरू करूँ तो there are many names.
अच्छा, तो आप अपने जो आपकी पब्लिश्ड वर्क है, ये बुक्स हैं, हमारे जो व्यूअर्स हैं वो अगर आप दिलचस्पी रखते हैं, वेदर यू आर इन अमेरिका, यूके और इन पाकिस्तान, एंड इफ़ यू वांट टू बिकम अ गुड पोएट एंड इफ़ यू हैव दिस स्पाइस और स्पार्क इनसाइड यू, तो आई थिंक इलोना शुड बी योर इंस्पिरेशन. तो इसलिए आपका पब्लिश्ड वर्क अगर है तो कुछ जो बुक्स हैं तो यू कैन नेम देम, ताकि लोग अगर वो उनको देखना चाहें, ऑनलाइन पढ़ना चाहें, ख़रीदना चाहें, जो कि ख़रीदने की आदत आजकल हम में कम ही है.
जी, अब ऐसा है कि मेरा ज़्यादा जो वर्क है ना, वो I have a lot of unpublished work, and then I've also been published in various journals जिनकी मुझे एक कॉपी मिलती है, बाकी जो है ना वो बाहर होता है.
अच्छा.
तो वो है कुछ, तो थोड़े से जो है ना वो ऑनलाइन है. Alhamra Publishing was a publication house which still exists, and when it was here it started in the late 90s. So the publisher is called Shafiq Naz, and he was instrumental in publishing people writing, young people writing. I was at that time younger, and so I was published by him under the name of Picture This. Those were my earliest poems. And then he published Hima Raza, and he published Beena Shah, who's a novelist. काफ़ी सारे उन्होंने writers को.
आप हमारे सामईन और नाजरीन को आप ये भी बताइए कि यू आर एन एडिटर, राइट?
जी.
तो आप किसी मैगजीन को एडिट करती हैं, पीरियोडिकल,
So
एंड व्हाट इज इट्स अबाउट?
so I'm the co-editor or the associate editor of a literary journal called the Alif Review. So it's ALEPH Alif, and it is from Lahore. The publisher is called Mehwish Amin, and we are how many editors? About 5.
इसका ऑनलाइन एडिशन भी है?
ऑनलाइन भी है. जो ऑनलाइन एडिशन है वो फ़र्क है, जो प्रिंट एडिशन है वो फ़र्क है. What I mean to say
Is
is
it
that
monthly?
no, it's so
Quarterly?
the online is monthly, and the print version is yearly, and it is art as well as every form of creative writing. It's a really, really good publication, and the book of which I'm the co-editor is the poetry in English from Pakistan, which is again Alhamra Publishing, and that came out last year. And ab balki there will be a short story collection coming out, also published by Alhamra. So Alhamra, started in the 90s and now it was always there, but these kind of publications were not there for a while, and now again they've come back.
आप डिज़ाइनर भी हैं, और would you like to tell us what do you design?
I design
or print?
I design lighting and furniture. I also make etchings, usually based on photography. And what I had set out to do at one point in my life was to make artist books, combining my poems or some work maybe by somebody else and images and binding them as artist books. And artist books ये होता है कि limited editions होते हैं उनके. So that I hope to do maybe within the next year or the year after that. As a designer, otherwise, I make lights, meaning I make lamps. I make series of designs. I design my own wood blocks. And
do you hold exhibition?
I hold exhibitions.
And where?
They're out of a gallery in Islamabad, which is called 8B2.
And you are based in Karachi, right?
No, I'm based in Islamabad.
Oh, you are based in Islamabad. तो अब आप एक वेरी कस्टमरी एंड ऑर्डिनरी क्वेश्चन रवायती सा टू बडिंग पोइट्स, इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज पोइट्स, उनके लिए वर्ड ऑफ इनकरेजमेंट, कोई मैसेज आपका अगर हो तो what would
I say? So I belong to a generation where there were very limited platforms for writers, particularly poets, and I think that even now that holds true, except that it's much better. There are more opportunities, and I see young people being able to avail those opportunities, particularly if they're diaspora. So
okay.
So if you have it in you to write, if you want to write, you must not be discouraged by the lack of platforms. Just keep writing, and then at some point.
And in order to write well, what should you do? How to polish your skills?
Read as much as possible. If you have somebody who would be a good mentor to you, who you can trust to look at your work. So I have a friend who's a poet in Canada, and I show him my work, and I think he's been one of my best editors, because he seems to understand the way I would like my poems to work. So if he feels that this is not right, he'll tell me straight off. So the other thing I wanted to say was, don't be discouraged by criticism, as long as you feel that criticism is genuine. So, and then I have other people. My daughter is another person I show my work to, because she writes herself.
Okay.
And
she's a poet too,
understands,
right?
No,
What's her
writes
name?
Prose. She writes prose. She is not published yet.
What's her name?
Mehrun Nisa.
Mehrun Nisa. Okay.
So she writes, and I show her my work, and she's again, she gives me genuine criticism, or like sincere. And there are a couple of other friends. and my publisher also. So there are several people that I know that I can show my work to, and I will get feedback from them, and I will know that okay, what they're saying is sincere. And very often it's what I have a niggling feeling inside that, yeah, this could be better that way, and they pinpoint it. So it's a matter of them bringing out what you kind of know but don't want to know.
ओके, मुझे मालूम है इन्होंने कहीं जाना है, और अक्सर लोग वैसे कह देते हैं, लेकिन आई पर्सनली नो दैट शी हैज़ टू गो समवेयर, बिकॉज एट सेम समवेयर आई एम सपोज टू बी राइट नाउ. और मैं आपको आखिरी माई क्लोजिंग रिमार्क्स फॉर इलोना, एक तो ये है कि जैसा आपने सुना, शी हैज़ अ वेरी जेन्युइन पर्सनैलिटी, एंड शी इज़ वेरी सॉफ्ट स्पोकन पर्सन एंड डाउन टू अर्थ लाइक सो मैनी अदर पोएट्स. और जिस तरह इन्होंने कहा कि अगर आप में है ये टैलेंट है तो आपको डिस्करेज नहीं होना चाहिए, कोई मेंटोर ढूंढना चाहिए, और यू शुड नॉट बी डिस्करेज्ड बाय लैक ऑफ फोरम्स और अपॉर्चुनिटीज़. और इसके लिए इन्होंने अभी सजेस्ट ये किया है कि रीड रीड एंड रीड. और जब तक हम पढ़ेंगे नहीं तो लिखेंगे कैसे. तो थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर टाइम एंड प्लेजर मीटिंग यू. आई होप वी विल गेट पॉजिटिव फीडबैक एंड स्पेशली फ्रॉम दोज बडिंग फीमेल राइटर्स. अब ज़रूरी नहीं कि आप पोएट हों, आप नावल भी, शॉर्ट स्टोरीज़ भी लिख सकते हैं, आप प्रोज भी लिख सकते हैं, आप कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं. वट एवर यू राइट दैट बिकम्स पार्ट ऑफ हिस्ट्री, एंड वट एवर इज़ हिस्ट्री इज़ पार्ट ऑफ आवर लिटरेचर. थैंक्स अगेन. और इसी के साथ मुझे यानी अबरार रशीद को दीजिए इजाज़त. खुदा हाफ़िज़.